Good morning and happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm here in a San Francisco hotel. Got some hotel coffee with me this morning. Joining a little bit early. Got an hour early today because at the normal time that I do coffee with Alain, I'm meeting somebody. We're having a quick bite and then we had to head over to the academy. So today I wanted to talk a little bit about why I am here in San Francisco. I'm down here with Reflex Protect. Matt and I are going over to the academy, law enforcement academy here this morning. They are doing some recruits that was their day to be pepper sprayed, but some of those recruits are going to use Reflex Protect instead. So they're going to show some of the differences between Reflex Protect and traditional pepper sprays and the Reflex Remove decon and the traditional way of deconning the pepper spray. Benefits: Reflex Protect hits you harder and faster. Most people, most cadets, when they're going through academies, when they're getting trained, when they get hit with pepper spray, they still do some tasks before pepper spray really hits in its hardest, and they let them go decon. Reflex Protect hits, you don't go do those tasks. It hits harder, faster, and we get to the decon quicker. And the Reflex Remove decons people quicker. So that's sort of what we're here doing. We're with the academy, but there were 15 other agencies invited that have sort of confirmed that they're going to be there. There were other agencies, other organizations invited. So we don't know just how many people will be there today and just who all will be there. Obviously, Matt Schaefer does the law enforcement training, and we're going to be focused on the law enforcement today, but there may be representatives from universities and other places there, which falls into my realm because I handle all of the civilian training. So Reflex Protect offers a couple different things. If you don't know about it, go to reflexprotect.com and check it out. We have a defensive spray. As I said earlier, it hits harder and faster than pepper spray. If you're carrying it for personal protection, you don't need the decon because you're going to spray somebody and get to safety, let law enforcement deal with them. Has the UV dye in it, so it will let the law enforcement find them quicker. And they say, oh, it wasn't me. Oh, yes, it was. You're covered with the dye. So that's a great personal protection device that you can buy and carry for your personal protection. Get it for your daughter, get it for your wife, have some for yourself. You can get it from reflexprotect.com. If you have an Amazon account, you want to get a couple from Amazon, go to Amazon, buy them Amazon. If you got a gift certificate or something that you want to use, get it there. Going to say hello to Kellen. Good morning, Kellen. Appreciate you being here. I'm a little earlier today, so I'm glad people are at least finding me. So Reflex Protect is a great personal protection if you want a non-lethal, something that you can carry around just to help keep you a little bit more safe and be prepared if somebody does something. The small ones that you would carry, they shoot out accurately 15 feet. So you don't have to let that person get close to you. You stop them from that distance and then you get to safety, let law enforcement know to go find them. And the UV dye will help law enforcement identify them. So that's if you want something for personal carry. If you belong to an institution, it doesn't matter what it is. It could be a hospital, could be a school. I had a museum call me recently, and I'm going to be going out to Portland to do some training and help them with Reflex Protect and active shooter response training in Portland. I've had health clinics. I've had municipalities. I've had bus lines. Doesn't really matter. I've had banks. It doesn't matter what kind of organization you belong to. Reflex Protect can come in and help with active shooter response training for civilians, effective communication classes dealing with potentially violent people, and that's for civilians, anybody that's working with potentially angry people, and the Reflex Protect training, where we can help your organization implement policies so it makes all of the insurance companies, risk managers happy because you have policies in place, you have training for the people that will have Reflex Protect so they know what it is, when not to use it, and how to use it. And that actually includes some practice with some inert units. And then you can issue that to your employees, to the members of your organization, have it in the policies. And again, that makes insurance companies, risk managers, everybody happy. It makes the people that are carrying Reflex Protect more comfortable because they have had some training. So they know what it is, they know when and when not to use it, and they've practiced so they know how to use it. So we provide all of those different kind of trainings for the civilian market in different capacities. I've had organizations, all they want is the active shooter training. I've had organizations, all they want is the Reflex Protect training. I've had organizations, all they want is the communication training. And then we've had other organizations that mix and match them. You know, I have one school in Montana, they do the active shooter combined with Reflex Protect. Then they bring me back to do the Reflex Protect with the communication. And then they're going to bring me back to do the active shooter again with the Reflex Protect. So they just continuously recycle the different classes to ensure that all the teachers and employees at that school have some training and skills and tools to deal with potentially aggressive people and people that have crossed the line and become aggressive and a threat. And so we can do any of that depending on what your organization needs. If you're law enforcement, then you'll want to go to Reflex Protect Tactical and request a T&E kit and request the different law enforcement training that Matt Schaefer conducts. So we have the two different tracks. If you're law enforcement, you really want to get your T&E kit and deal with Mel and Matt to set up some of the law enforcement specific training. If you're a civilian, you want to deal with me with either the Reflex Protect, the active shooter, or the communication training. They are different because the missions and responsibilities of a civilian and a law enforcement officer are different. They have different uses of the product. You know, a civilian is only going to use it as a last resort if they need to before they can get to safety, or a law enforcement, it goes with their tools depending on the escalation of force. So that's why we have the two different tracks, two different trainings and products to make sure that we're covering what law enforcement needs and what civilians need. Now, if you just want to buy it to carry, to replace your pepper spray because it's a better product, you don't have to have the training. Anybody can go online, go to Amazon, and you can buy one and use it for your personal carry. One of the advantages, besides it hitting faster and stopping a person, is it doesn't cross-contaminate inside. And that's why schools and hospitals and businesses are purchasing it, because you can spray it indoors, stop the violent person, and nobody else in the room is affected like they would be with pepper spray. So if you sprayed it in your house to stop a burglar that came in, it wouldn't contaminate your whole house. If you sprayed it in the back seat of your car because you're an Uber driver and the guy got violent in the back, it's not going to affect you up front. So a lot of different uses for this product that are better than pepper spray. And that's why regular people are carrying it for personal defense, and why organizations are carrying it, and why law enforcement agencies are switching over to it. So that's what I'm here in San Francisco doing today. I'm going to end this now. Appreciate everybody watching. Share this around. Let people know about this product. Let people know about the training, because that's what we're here for, to help people. And I hope you have a fantastic St. Patrick's Day. We're going to have a good time over at the Academy. When we're done at the Academy, we're heading straight back to the airport and flying home. Been a short trip to San Francisco. Got to see some cool sights yesterday. Going to get to do a lot of good stuff today with the law enforcement agencies and any civilian agencies that show up. And then we're heading home. Hit it hard in the weekend. I will see you tomorrow from back in Montana.